In character printers, we're going to run a dot matrix printers. Okay. Okay, so this one you can see this is a print head which strike against the ribbon, and background you can see the paper, white color paper is there. So when this pin hits on this screen, okay, so all dots will be displayed. This is the dot matrix where all the pins will be displayed on the will hit the ribbon, and the character is displayed on the paper, okay, as WIN windows. This is the first of dot matrix printer. Okay, so dot matrix printer is an impact printer. The character and image impact means, okay, striking against the screen like a hammer. The character and images printed by it are the patterns of dots. These patterns are produced by striking the ink soaked ribbon against the paper with a print head. The print head contains pins that produce a pattern of dots on the paper to form the individual characters. The print head of a 24 pin dot matrix contains more pins. Okay, there may be 24 pin dot matrix contains more pins than a 9 pin dot matrix, more than a nine pin dot matrix printer. So it produces a more dots which result in better printing of characters. To produce a colors output, the black ribbon can be changed with color stripes. The speed of dot matrix printer is around 200 to 500 characters per second. Okay, how many characters it can type? 200 to 500 characters per second it can type. Okay, so next one is daisy wheel printer. Daisy wheel printer was invented by David Esley. Okay, David Esley at data systems. It consists of a wheel or disc that has spokes of extension and looks like a daisy. So it's named daisy wheel printer. At the end of extension, molded metal characters are mounted. To print the character, the printer rotates the wheel. And when the desired character is on the print location, the hammer hits the disc. Okay. Sorry, excuse. At the end of this extension, molded metal characters. Okay, molded metal characters are mounted to print a character. The printer rotates the wheel, and when the desired character is on the print location, the hammer hits the disk. One second. Okay, so daisy wheel printer also. Okay, you can see all the different types of images here. Daisy wheels. I hope you all can see. Okay, if you don't see, wait a minute. I'll show you the image. Okay, so this is a daisy wheel. This is a kind of wheel, and these are the ribbon. You can see the ribbon and paper. You can see, and this is the hammer which hits. Okay, the hammer which hits the. Okay, this printer mechanism movement. So it is going to print in this way. So here you can see this is the. You can see it's getting similar to. Okay, it would be similar like a typewriter only. You can see this. Daisy wheel printer. This is a daisy wheel printer. Here the wheel is there, and the wheel will rotating. And the hammer will hit the screen. So there is a ribbon here where it displays. I think this is the old technology. I hope you can understand this one, daisy wheel printer. So here this is a clear image. See, so you can have a clear image of daisy wheel. So I'll open it in new tab. So here you can see this is Xerox. This is daisy wheel. Okay, so this would be placed here, and here we are having all the characters. See, so, which it is going to hit it on the ribbon transfer. Okay, so that's a daisy wheel. Printer was invented by David Esley. Okay, who has invented this? David Esley. So that's why we got the name. Okay, doesn't it consists of wheel or disc that has spokes or extension and looks like a daisy. Okay, so it looks like a daisy. That's why it's name called daisy wheel. So what's the problem here? At the end of this extension, molded metal characters are mounted. Okay, so molded metal characters are mounted. You have seen molded metal. Okay, to print a character, the printer rotates the wheel, and when desired characters is on the print location, the hammer hits the disk, and then the extension hits the ink ribbon against the paper to create the impression. It cannot be used to print graphics and is often noisy and slow. The speed is very low, around 25 to 50 characters per second. Okay, the speed is very low, that is 25 to 20, 25 to 50 characters per second. Due to these drawbacks, these printers have become obsolete. Means we are not using these printers, daisy wheel printers at all. Next is line printers. So what is this line printers? We'll see. Line printer, which is also a bar printer, one line at a time. Okay, one line at a time. It is a high speed impact printer as it can print 500 to 3000 lines per minute. Okay, line printers is also known as bar printer, prints one line at a time. Okay, it prints one line at a time. It is a high speed impact printer. It is a high speed impact printer, 500 to 3000 lines per minute. Drum printers and chain printers are examples of line printers. Drum and chain are the examples. Okay, so here you can see the diagram also. Cylindrical drum is there, and carbon ribbon is there. You can see all the characters: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. Okay, like that. So drum printer is a line. Drum printer is a line printer. It's a kind of line printer that is made up of rotating drum to print characters. So there is a rotating drum which to print the characters. The drum has circular bands of characters on its surface. It has a separate hammer for each band of characters. There is a separate hammer. When you print, the drum rotates, and when the desired character comes under the hammer strikes the ink ribbon against the paper to print characters. The drum rotates at a very high speed and characters are printed by activating the appropriate hammers. Although all the characters are not printed at a time, they are printed at very high speed. All the characters are not printed at a time, and they are printed at very high speed. Chain printers. Chain printers is a line printer that uses a rotating chain to print characters. The characters are embossed on the surface of the chain. The chain rotates horizontally around a set of hammers. For each print location, one hammer is provided. The chain rotates at a very high speed, and when when the desired character comes at the print location, the corresponding hammer strikes the page against the ribbon and character on the chain. They can type 500 to 3000 lines per minute. They are also noisy due to hammering action. So due to this hammering action, these are all the very noises. Okay, so daisy wheel is very noisy, and we can see, okay, these are the different drum printers. These are the different types of very noisy printers. Okay, line printers, drum printers, these are all very noisy because this hammer hits on the characters, and the character is hit on the ribbon, and the character is displayed on the paper. Chain printers, these are the very noisy. Next is non-impact printers. Non-impact printers means which doesn't use the strikes or hammer. Non-impact printers don't print characters or images by striking a print head or hammer. Okay, it doesn't have a print head or a hammer actually on the ink ribbon placed against the paper. ink ribbon placed against the paper. These are not like that. They print characters and images without direct physical contact between the paper and the printing machinery. Okay, they print characters without any contact. Okay, without any contact, without any direct contact between a paper and the printing machinery. These printers can print a complete page at a time, so they are known as a page printers. The common types of non-impact printers are laser printers and inkjet printers. Okay, so there is a common types of printers, laser printers and inkjet printers, which doesn't. Okay, so these printers can't therefore can print a complete page at a time. So they are also known as a page printers. These print characters and images without direct physical contact between the paper and paper printing machinery. So there is no physical contact between a paper and a printing machinery. Laser printers. Okay, so in this non-impact printers, first type is known as a laser printer. So a laser printer is a non-impact printer that uses a laser beam to print the characters. Okay, so laser printer, it uses a, so laser printer, what it uses a laser beam. Laser printer uses a laser beam to print the characters. The laser beam hits the drum, which is photoreceptor. Okay, which hits the drum and which is known as a photoreceptor, and draws the image on the drum by altering electrical charges on the drum. The drum then rolls in a toner, and the charged image on the drum picks the toner. The toner is then printed on the paper using a heat and pressure. Using a heat and pressure. Once, okay, the toner is then printed on the paper using the heat and pressure. Once the document is printed, the drum loses the electric charge. Okay, once the paper is printed, the drum loses the electric charge and the remaining toner is collected. Okay, it is collected. The laser printer use powdered toner for printing instead of liquid ink. Okay, it uses a powdered toner. It uses a powdered toner for printing instead of liquid ink and produce quality print object with with a resolution of 600 dots per inch, 600 dpi or more. A laser printer is a non-impact printer. Okay, so you can understand the laser printer is a non-impact printer. Okay, what is this laser printer? It is a non-impact printer that uses a laser beam. It uses a laser beam to print the characters. It uses laser beam to print the characters. The laser beam hits the drum. Okay, the laser beam, what it does, it hits the drum. The laser beam hits the drum, which is photoreceptor. Okay, the laser beam hits the drum and which is a photoreceptor, and draws the image on the drum by altering electric charges on the drum. Okay, and by charging the electrical charges on them. So laser printers is a non-impact printer that uses a laser beam to print the characters. The laser beam hits the drum, which is a photoreceptor, and draws an image on the drum by altering the electrical charges on the drum. Okay, it draws the it takes everything as an image. Okay, photoreceptor, and draws the image on the drum by altering electrical charges on the drum. The drum then rolls in the toner, and then charged image on the drum picks the toner. The charged image on the drum picks the toner. The toner is then printed on the paper. Toner is printed on the paper using a heat and pressure. Once the document is printed, the drum loses the electrical charge and the remaining toner is collected. Okay, the laser prints use a powder toner for printing instead of liquid ink. Instead of liquid ink, it uses toner, and the produce a quality print object with a resolution of 600 dots per inch. Okay, 600 dots per inch. Okay, we'll see the diagram of this laser printouts. There's so many diagrams on it. Charging electrode. Charging electrode. Corona wire. Photoreceptor. Laser scanning, and then mirror is. So let's see another image. Cleaning of photo roller. Carrying off. Corona wire. Corona. Photosensitive. Cartridge of contrast. It's a laser printing, my hand. Inkjet. Asking about laser printers. Okay. So how this laser printer works is how this laser printer works. So laser will okay, the laser light will be reflected to mirror, and the mirror reflected to mirror. So what are the images there that will be displayed on the drum? That drum captures the image. Okay, so and here there is a toner, there is a powder, which is a, so when this powder rotates, when this drum rotates, sorry, okay, when this drum rotates, so the image displayed on the drum is there, so it gets heated up. Okay, because of this heated thing, okay, when this drum rotates, whatever the image it has captured through mirror, that will be okay, that it will display it on the paper. Okay, that it will attach that, okay, the toner to the paper. Now the paper will come outside. Okay, here this is the direction of the paper. Okay, so this is beautifully explained here through this image. Through laser, first this laser, through this laser is allowed, it will copy the text. Okay, whatever the text or image, whatever it may be, so it is copied by this mirror, and it will be displayed on the drum. And down drum, what it will do, so the drum gets heated up, and it will have all the okay, the toner is there. So the toner gets the black color means black, or if you are using a color photo, and these colors are captured automatically. So when it is rolled, this drum will rotate, and it will display it on the paper. Okay, it will roll on the paper, and whatever it is attached on this drum will be displayed as one page. It's a beautiful technology. Next, inkjet printer. Inkjet printer is also known as non-impact printer that prints the images and characters by spraying fine ionized drops of ink. Okay, so what inkjet printers will do means it will spray fine ionized drops of ink. Okay, fine ionized drops of ink. The print head has a tiny nozzles to spray the ink. Okay, each print head will have a tiny nozzles. This print head is having a tiny nozzles to spray the ink. The printer head moves back and forth and spray ionized drops of ink on the paper, which is fed through the printer. Okay, which is fed through the printers. Okay, these drops pass through an electric field that guides the ink onto the paper to print correct images and characters. An inkjet printer has cartridges that contain ink. Modern inkjet printers or color printers, they have a 4 cartridges containing different colors. Okay, cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. It is capable of printing high quality images with different colors. It can produce print objects with a resolution of at least 300 dots per inch. Okay, so the inkjet printer is a non-impact printer that prints the images and characters by spraying a fine ionized drops of ink. Spraying fine ionized drops of ink. The print head has a tiny nozzles. So what this print head will have? The print head has a tiny nozzles to spray the ink. Okay, it has a tiny nozzles to spray the ink. The printer head moves back and forth. The printer head will move back and forth and sprays ionized drops of ink on the paper. Okay, the printer head moves back and forth and sprays ionized drops of ink on the paper, which is fed through the printers. These drops pass through an electric field that guides the ink onto the paper to print correct images and characters. An inkjet printer has cartridges that contain ink. Modern inkjet printers are color printers that have 4 cartridges containing different colors: cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Okay, so we'll have a look of this inkjet printers also. These are the different types of printers. Catcher, nose. Ink system, ink print head, this is a nozzle, charging electrodes, these are charging electrodes and field plates, catcher, printed surface. So it will drop the inks. Okay, it will spray the inks first. Like in inkjet printers, it will spray the ink. After spraying the ink, ionized drops of ink, the print head has a tiny nozzle to spray the ink. Okay, it is having a very tiny nozzles which spray it on the screen. So which is fed through the printer drops. Okay, as you can see. Electric field that guides the ink onto the paper to print correct images. So electric field, what it will does, it will allow the it will allow the print head to move. Okay, it will allow the printers from okay, from left to right it will move. In this way, it will guide the ink onto the paper to print the correct images. An inkjet printer has cartridges that contain ink. Okay, here you can see the cartridge which contains ink. Modern inkjet printers are color printers. They have different colors. Okay, cyan, magenta, yellow, black. It is capable of printing high quality images also. Okay, these are the different types of inkjet printers. Okay. So in last, we are having a projectors. A projector is an output device that enables the user to project the output onto the large surface, such as a big screen or a wall. It can be connected to a computer and a small similar devices to project their output onto a screen. It uses light and lenses to produce magnified text, images, and videos. So it is an ideal output device to give presentation or to teach a large number of people. Modern projectors Modern projects come with a multiple input sources such as HDMI ports for newer equipment and VGA port that supports older devices. Some projectors are designed to support Wi-Fi and Bluetooth as well. They can be fixed onto the ceiling, placed on a stand, and more or frequently used for classroom teachings, giving presentations, home cinemas, and etc. Okay, so I hope you all have seen the projectors. Sorry, excuse me. So modern projectors come with multiple input sources such as HDMI ports. Okay, so these are the different types of ports or the newer equipment with VGA ports, video graphic attachments. These are the different types of ports that support older devices. Some projectors are designed to support Wi-Fi and Bluetooth as well. So using Wi-Fi and Bluetooth also we can connect a projectors. Okay, so which it is going to display it on the screen. Okay, plotters. A plotter is a computer hardware device, much like a printer, that is used for printing vector graphics. Instead of toner, plotter use a pencil, marker, or another writing tool to draw multiple continuous lines onto paper rather than a series of dots like a traditional printer. Though once widely used for computer-aided design, these devices have more or less been phased out by wide format printers. Plotters produce a hard copy of schematics and other similar applications. Plotters can work on very large sheets of paper while maintaining a okay. So they can print on a wide variety of flat material, including plywood, aluminum sheet. Okay. So aluminum sheet, steel, cardboard, and plastic. Plotters allow the same patterns to be drawn thousands of times without any image degradation. It can draw thousands of times without any image degradations. So that is the best thing of plotters. Okay, so plotter is a computer hardware device, much like a printer, that is used for printing vector graphics. Instead of toner, plotter use a pen, pencil, marker, or another writing tool to draw multiple continuous lines onto a paper rather than a series of dots like a traditional printer. Okay, so it uses a pen, pencil, marker. Though once widely used for computer design, CADs, okay, these devices have more or less been phased out by a wide format printers. Plotters produce a hard copy of schematics and other similar applications. Plotters can work on very large sheets of paper while maintaining high resolutions. Okay, maintain a very high resolution. They can print on a wide variety of flat materials, including plywood, aluminiums, and all these things they are going to plate. Okay, so by this we have ended this second unit topic also. So first unit topic we have completed. These are the different types of input units and output units.